Hello, this is Thomas Donald Jacobs for Paperboys on Thursdays. And today's topic is what do you think about always removing the Venus symbol from their packaging? Um, I'm just going to start by saying I don't think that they did it just because some non binary and trans masculine people hit them up and said this is a thing that you could do to make your product more inclusive. I strongly suspect that they were already going to redesign the packaging and realized that the Venus symbol doesn't add anything to it, and they needed the space for something else. This is really just convenient corporate pinkwashing. That's what I think. That being said, uh, having these products be non gendered is, I think, a good thing because there's no reason for them to be. It's obviously not true that only cis women get their periods. There's a lot of NBs and trans masc people out there who get their periods too, or used to. And like I said, the symbol doesn't add anything to the packaging. I didn't even realize it was on there until they said they were going to take it off. And then I had to go and look because in all the years that I bought always pads and tampons, I never noticed it. That's not what I was looking for, in fact, on the packaging. Um, I was looking for practical information, like is this for a light flow? Is this for a heavy flow? Does it have wings? Um, is the applicator smooth or one of those horrible scratchy cardboard things? And how much does it cost? That's all that I was concerned about when I was looking at the packaging. Um, so I don't understand why people, turfs, um, are making such a fuss about it being removed. It will have no impact on their lives. None. Um, it's not like they're gonna roll on up to the counter and be told, "Oh, well, unless you're a trans guy, you can't purchase this." That's not a thing. That will never be a thing. And they're talking about their concern for uh, cis women and cis girls in this area, and I don't understand what that concern might be. Um, it's not like people are gonna forget or be prevented from knowing how to use the product. Uh, we're not gonna see people walking around with pads stuck to their foreheads, um, or tampons hanging out of their nose. For one thing, there's only so many places you can put a tampon. Um, Sooner or later, you're going to pick the right hole. Uh, and if it's taken you that long to figure it out, the conversation that we should be having, and should be having anyways, is about the quality of our sex and health education. Um, so I genuinely don't get why so many people are so upset about it. Um, and I also don't understand who they're directing their anger to. The comments that I've seen, um, turf seemed to be screaming at trans women who had nothing to do with this. It, Stop yelling at trans women. You look like a fucking idiot. And also, I think that this is what they have settled upon when it comes to sanitary products, just goes to show how little they actually care. This is not about protecting cisgender women and girls, and it never was. If they cared that much, the conversations they'd be having about access to sanitary products would revolve around people in prisons and people on the streets. It is so wrong that people in prison have to slave for days and weeks and even a month to be able to afford a package of fucking pads. That's just not right. How about you have that conversation? Um, and there are people on the streets who desperately need them. People don't understand how expensive it is to be poor. And telling someone, well, get a job, that's not useful. Um, you cannot show up to a job interview with menstrual blood on your clothing. Even if you had the guts to do it, you ain't gonna get that job. That ain't a thing. Have those conversations if you are actually that concerned. Um, and the fact that they, you know, aren't having those conversations just goes to show that they don't, in fact, care. Um, and if Always wants to show solidarity with the queer community, moving the Venus symbol is a good start. But how about they provide their products free of charge everywhere at all times to people in prisons and people on the street? Because there are a lot of queer people in prisons or who are homeless. You want to show your solidarity? Do that. And then I'll be inclined to think that you really mean it. So that was it for this week, and I will see you next week. Bye.